Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of the Professor's Picks, along with the professor himself, Mr. Ken Golden. What's going on, man?
Hey, you noticed, well, not here, but the clean shaven
I see that.
Ken. I promised last week.
You did. You did.
You took
You're
out the
looking,
razor.
you're looking spiffy. You're looking spiffy.
There you go. Thank you. I appreciate it. Spiffy.
Spiffy. Is that even a word anybody uses anymore? I don't know.
I don't know.
Anthony probably uses spiffy.
Nah. We use it. Well, we're using it right now. So that's cool.
Anyway, of course, it's Friday, folks. So today is the day that all the new releases go on sale in the retail world, and over at lasercd.com. You should have a whole bunch of things that are available on the website today in the worlds of prog rock, prog metal, power metal, fusion, avant-garde. Ken's got all sorts of stuff. So he's got
I got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start off with, let's get the pre-orders out of the way.
Yes.
So Inside Out has a couple of things coming. They are doing a 20th anniversary vinyl reissue of Spock's Beard, Feeling Euphoria. No CD reissue. I don't know. The CD may still be in print anyway, but it is doing a black vinyl version and a limited edition blue vinyl version. We'll have that. That's up for pre-order now. There's going to be a 25th anniversary reissue, Devin Townsend Infinity, 25 years already. So it's an expanded 2 CD, and then there's going to be a black vinyl version and a blue vinyl version. And an album that I'm very excited about because they're good friends of mine, and they sent me the album to listen to, and it's great. The new one from Glass Hammer. It's called Arise. It's their space rock album, they're calling it. And I got to tell you, did you hear it, Pete? Did they send it to you?
I have. Well, I conversed with Mr. Babb the other day, and he's sending it to me. And he said, "Do you want to hear a preview of it?" And I told him I'll wait.
Oh,
because I know that there's, and in fact, I even posted the link on all of our social media to the video they made of the first single, I guess, whatever. And he told me that it's going to be along the lines of the kind of space rocky stuff that have been on the last couple albums. So it's a whole album of that now, right?
Yeah. And so did you see the video? The video is fantastic.
It's very cool. Yeah.
I thought it was really well done. And I love the, I like the graphics for, the way the packaging. Yeah. So Steve was kind of telling me, you're going to like the last track. You're going to really like the last track. And the last track is called The Return of Daedalus. And it's like about 17 minutes long. Man, it melted my nuts. Really? I mean, it was, I'm telling you, it was fantastic. And it's heavy, it's like I'm not used to hearing these guys, I'm not playing so heavy, but it's good. I mean, it's
it's interesting. So I've liked the last couple albums, but they're very different. And I think there's folks that were ready for them to move into something else. And then there's the people that just want the kind of standard symphonic style Glass Hammer. They don't want any deviation from that. And I'm like, and I get my impression is that the guys are really wanting to do some different things. And I applaud them for that. You can't keep making, chronometry over and over and over and over and over. Right.
And they did that really well.
They did great. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And Steve and Fred, I mean, they have different influences. They have different people coming in and out of the band, different singers. And yeah, I mean, it's funny. Steve mentioned it kind of goes back to, I don't know if you remember a release I put out called Wizards.
Yes. Yeah.
So Wizards was a precursor to Glass Hammer. And actually, before I started the Sensory label, the label was called Mandrake Root. And I have a funny story about that. So I put out Wizards on Mandrake Root. And of course, as soon as I put it out, I found out that there was a Japanese label called Mandrake Root. And I said, nah, who cares? Who's going to know? And right away, the CD comes out, and I have people saying, oh, is this on that Japanese Mandrake Root label? I said, screw that. So I came up with a new label, and that was how Sensory came about. But anyway, it's really good. And I think, if you like that heavier side of them, there's still plenty of tons of keyboards, a lot of great guitar work on it. I think it's really, really good album. So cool. that I'm excited about. New Glass Hammer called The Rise. I'm gonna talk about some of the what I'm calling like the key restocks. We've been out of this one for a while. I know you reviewed it. I really like it. The band is from Korea, Architecture.
Yeah, it's good.
This is a really kind of nice symphonic album. It kind of touches on post rock a little bit. Just very, very long composition, a lot of electric violin. Really, really nice. Hadn't had it for a while. Chronicles of Father Robin. We blew through those. And yep, I know you got that right. And yep, so the pre-orders on it were okay, but I knew that once we had stock on it and we went live with it, people were going to go crazy. People went crazy. So we had a lot. I ordered more right away. They will be here this afternoon. So meaning Friday. So we'll have that back.
Mine's still in the shrink wrap. I can't wait to listen to it. I just
good.
trying to find
And
time,
yeah, I mean, look, hey, it's just what you think it is. It's guys from Wobbler, White Willow, Tuskmork, no surprises. Got this back in stock. Pleased. Vocal Kriegel Inside Missing Link vinyl. We went through this pretty quickly, and we have pretty good stock on the CD. And in fact, I restocked Spectrum, which was a really good jazz rock album that he did as well, also for MPS. So that's it. That's for the restocks for the week. I'm gonna talk about the vinyl because there's not much. We'll get the vinyl out of the way. Save the CDs. So this was a surprise. This showed up this morning. Beautiful reissue of one of the greatest Japanese albums from Flower Traveling Band, Satori. So they were led by Joe Yamanaka, great vocalist, and heavy psychedelic, and just
wacky.
classic.
Wacky. It's a wacky album.
It's kind of a wacky album, but it's kind of like Japanese Led Zeppelin meets Black Sabbath. I mean, it's one of the greats. So we got that in. This is a blue vinyl version, Riverside, Shrine of New Generation Slaves.
I like that album.
Yeah. So now it's a limited edition light blue vinyl. Got that. Bruce Sword, the main man behind the Pineapple Thief. You can't really get a lot of reflection monitor. It's called Luminescence. It's third solo album. So we've got that on vinyl. That takes care of vinyl for the week. Now the CDs, a lot of the stuff is in transit, so I don't really have a lot to show you, but I got some stuff to talk about. So the first thing that we have on the way is a gray area release. And this one's been circulating for a while. There's probably a lot of versions of it out there. Jeff Beck Group, live from the Parish Theatre in London, 1972. So you have a version of it?
No, I went to go grab the other one, the Detroit one.
Yeah, the Detroit one's great, and we have stock on that. But yeah, this is the second version. Cozy Powell on drums, Bobby Tench on vocals, and Max Milton on keyboards. So that will be here today. Also coming in, we had the new Course of Fate album, the prog-metal band. So they did, at the same time that the new album came out, they did a reissue of their first EP, which came out in 2013. It's called Cognizance. So we'll have that. Another gray area one, Electric Light Orchestra, live on air, 1972. It's BBC recordings from 72. So, it's a little early, but there's a lot of good stuff there, Here I get to hold something up. The Fusion Syndicate, a speedway on Saturn's rings. So did you ever want to hear, let's see, do you ever want to hear Rick Wakeman, Nick Turner, Bootsy Collins, playing fusion? So there are a lot of good fusion guys on here. Al Di Meola, John Wobble, not exactly. Chester Thompson, Chris Poland, Jordan Rudess. Let's see, Bumblefoot's on here, Jimmy Islip, Brian Jackson, Carmen Appice, Colin Edwin, Mel Collins, Billy Sheehan, Jan Ackerman, Didier Malherbe, Steve Stevens, David Sanchez, Gavin Harrison, Billy Cobham, Alfonso Johnson, Jay Beckenstein, Larry Coryell, Derek Sherinian, Billy Sherwood, Jerry Goodman, Eric Marienthal, Fernando Perdomo. So
God, everybody's on that.
everybody's on it. You know, it's on Cleopatra. They get these guys together. I think they get Sherwood to coordinate this whole thing and put it all together. They're very successful, and this is the second one, I believe. Sold a lot of the first one, so they're back for more. And there's another one coming, I think, in November.
Wow.
Next thing we got. This is an Italian symphonic prog band called Karmamoy. And it's kind of a cool cover. Go listen to it. They put it up on Bandcamp. So it's 4 new songs and 5 orchestral reworkings of older pieces. They're pretty popular. I believe they played at that 2-day Prague festival in Italy, in Verona. I think they played there. Yeah, they have a follow. Another gray area one coming in. Led Zeppelin, I'm With the Band. Soundboard, 2 CD soundboard, Fort Worth, Texas, 1973.
Wow.
Supposed to be great quality. So that will, by the time you see this video, it will be on the website. New one from Pixie Ninja, one of Matthias Olsson's bands, and it's called Hypnagogia. And kind of like it's, you know, if you're expecting, you know, Engelgard, it's not that. It's more like a post-rock experimental thing. It's interesting. Jorgen Munkby from The Shining guests on it. So that's you know, I know Luis is a huge fan of Pixie Ninja, so
I was just gonna say he'll be all over that. Yeah,
he's gonna be the first guy to order it. So on CD, also again, Bruce Sword, Luminescence, and also the very, very sexy Bruce Sword. This is the hardback edition. It's a 2 CD DVD. Comes in the mailer. We love that. They come, just slap a label on it and it's gone. And then this is, I believe, they're a German melodic power metal band. Winter Storm is called Everfrost. They're on AFM. Not my thing, because power metal is not really my thing these days. But as I've mentioned, we have a lot of customers that like power metal, and
that's the label to be on, man. Boy, AFM.
AFM, yeah. So yeah, AFM. Did I say AFM? Yeah, they're on AFM. And then there's some other stuff I want to talk about, what I like to call cheap shit. And these are, we get in a lot of overstocks. We're always getting offered deals, and we love deals. So we have some stuff that's on the website that deserves people's attention, and they're all cheap. And you shouldn't sleep on these because they're limited, and frequently we can't get them back, you know. So the first one I have here is Stanley Clarke, George Duke Project, Live Under the Sky, 81, a 2 CD. You know, it's a, I believe, radio broadcast, $7. I mean, for 2 CD, how can you go wrong? The DBA, Down Braids Association, Jeffrey Downs, Christopher Braid, live in England with a nice Roger Dean cover. It is a CD DVD. Got him $12. Good deal. Band you may have heard of, District 97. They have a new album coming out. They used to work with us. This is Screens. This was their last studio album. $9. How do you beat that? I mean, it's a great album. And then the last thing we have for this week, we'll have more next week. This is an unusual one. Jade, Fly on Strange Wings. They were a British folk rock band, and this is from 1970, and it's expanded. It's a 2 CD set. It actually has John Wetton playing on it, a lot of previous unreleased stuff. He was in the band for a period of time. Pete Sears, who was in Jefferson Starship, he was part of the band. Yeah, it's got all kinds of people. John Litherland from Coliseum. So yeah, Marion Siegel, I believe, is the singer. So if you're into that kind of thing, Fairport Convention, and we have Fresh Maggots and Cadman, bands like that. Jade, $8 for a double CD. How do you beat that?
Can't beat that.
And the last thing I wanted to mention, because people have been bugging the living shit out of me about this one, is Unitopia. The new Unitopia is on the way. So Mark Monforti, who's the label owner, he went on tour with the band. They just toured Europe, so he was off on Europe. So everybody in Europe got to buy the damn CD, and we didn't have it. And everyone's been asking. He shipped them, so we'll see him early next week, along with a restock of that UPF CD, United Progressive Fraternity. So yeah, that's what I got for the week.
Good amount of stuff.
Yeah, there'll be some more stuff next week. Actually, some stuff came in that I thought was going to be for today, but it's not. So next week. So we'll talk about it next week instead.
For those maybe who don't follow the website all that often, Kent is constantly updating things because, as he always says, things come in sometimes unexpectedly early, and yeah, so
I know we never know. We're getting shipments all the time. FedEx, UPS, mail, and stuff just shows up and it comes in. I put it up. So we as I said, buy a lot, buy often. We want to encourage that. So
and the bands will love you for it as well, in addition to Jim.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So of course the URL is lasercd.com. I'll have that pinned in the comments below, as always, along with the full list of everything Ken talked about today. So if you're someone who likes to copy and paste and things and click, you'll have everything you need to go ahead and do that. So so cool. So stay tuned 1 week from today, same bat time, same bat channel, for more new stuff in the worlds of music that we cover here on the channel. So I want to thank Ken, as always, for coming on and showing us all this good stuff. Remember, support him and the bands. That's what it's all about. New music is good music. So until next time, visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube, all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as we post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also, we got in the video description other links associated with Sea of Tranquility if you want to peruse. So thanks in advance for all your support there. And we'll see you next time here on the Professor's Picks. Have a good weekend, everybody. Stay tuned tomorrow for the UK connection. Simon and Stephen and myself are up to no good once again. And then on Sunday, Karen LaPreziosa is joining me for a Ranking the Album show of the Japanese doom band Church of Misery. So stay tuned for that and lots more here on the channel. Till then, for Ken Golden, I'm Pete Pardo. Have a good weekend, everybody. See you soon.